Hello and welcome back to my channel, Cancer Dreams. Today is probably the video that I'm most excited for because it's going to give a glimpse into a little bit more of what I've learned about myself in the past couple of weeks. So today we're going to be doing a reading for the weekend, the Valentine's Day weekend, for the Twin Flame Collective. Yay! Okay, so let's get started. All right, so I've already prayed and meditated over the cards off camera. I've got some beats in the background to get that healing energy circulating. We're going to start by asking the spirits, what is the message, the general overall message for the collective of the Twin Flames for the Valentine's Day weekend? Okay. All right. So we got wait and see. Okay. Then we've got, oh, that's a lot. Okay. So intuitively, what I'm getting right now, just from the wait and see and from this card, honesty, what I'm seeing is that as individuals in this collective, what the lesson is that we're learning right now is really truly being patient for what it is that we're waiting to manifest. And it's been a long time coming, and for both the divine masculine and feminine, there's been a lot of struggles, and it's been an extremely rough time for us. So let's see what else we got. Okay, yeah, so this ties in with that. The amount of wisdom that is being learned is insane. It's just, you know, for me and my experience as myself, you know, the amount of things that I've learned, even just through my relationships and also with being honest with myself and being patient, it's taught me a lot about me. It's taught me a lot about what it is that I want out of life and what it is I'm here for, you know? So the next card we have is integrity. So we've got this integrity card right here. Yeah, that ties in with what I said in the first video. So integrity is super important, and being aligned with who we truly are is going to be key for the manifestations that are coming just now. So we got perfect match. We got perfect match card. Congratulations, you've gotten yours and everybody else's wish. This is an auspicious sign that a healthy, authentic relationship is either here or on its way. So that's pretty self-explanatory within itself. So yeah, the spirits are saying now that it's super important to call in your support system. Whatever that support system may be, whether it's your group of friends, your soul tribe, whether it's your favorite hobby that you love to do, or even for me, doing an outlet such as this to really get that practice in with taking ownership of your life, you know, and being loyal to everything and everybody in terms of honesty, and being a very enlightened person that is fair, and someone who is going to be able to be that light in the world. So one thing that I feel the collective, some of the people in the collective may have a problem with boundaries. And this is of no fault of our own. We're learning now that in order to fill somebody else's cup, we have to make sure ours is full first. And I think that really being strong in that is helping a lot for the manifestations as well. Cleansing. So this is the card that's basically saying that the new chapter is here. Anything that has to go, anything that is unaligned has to go. So cleansing, this doesn't have to be in a spiritual sense. It could be in, even if you need to clean your house, or if you have a bunch of stuff that you're hoarding and you need to get rid of it. That is this card here. Okay, so now what the spirits are calling for us to do is to listen, to truly listen to our hearts, and also to really, really, really listen to other people when they're speaking, and not listen to hear, but listen to understand. Because sometimes with our emotions, and because our emotions are so heightened, sometimes this listening aspect is obscured by the emotion, the intensity of the vibrations and the emotions that we're feeling, whether they're good or bad. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just something that being open, this is the next card here, open-heartedness, being open with yourself, and truly truly being true with yourself, and allowing that trueness and that light to spill out into other people's lives. And I know for me specifically, this card reigns true, because I feel like all I've been doing is surrendering lately. I feel like everything that used to hold me afloat is slowly being slipped under my feet. And it's a great feeling. It's a terrifying feeling, but it's also a really great feeling, because I know that on the other side of that is everything that I could have ever wanted, you know? So yeah, another thing that we also need to keep in mind, guys, is being thoughtful in our words and being compassionate in the words that we choose. So when it comes to the time where something needs to be said and somebody's wanting to approach, or when somebody approaches and you are in that moment figuring out how to react to it, always think about thoughtfulness and compassion, because remember that twin flames are one, and what that other person is going through, you also are. So being unfair to yourself is being unfair to your twin flame, and vice versa. Okay, that's a pretty good start. All right, so now we're going to go into the deck that I created to get a few more cards and a few more affirmators for the collective. Okay, so the spirits, what is the message? What is the message for the collective today? Okay, what is the message for the collective today? What is the message for the collective? Okay. Strength. That's huge. This one is huge, because I don't think, and I think I can speak on behalf of all in the collective, I think that we can all relate to the fact that we can't deny our strength anymore, and we can't deny ourselves anymore. And I think we all should embrace that, because it is something that is truly a gift, and it is difficult, and things aren't the way that we would like them to be yet, but they're perfect the way they are in this moment where we're at. So yeah, that ties into being present. This ties into being present. Always staying present, taking the actions and taking the things, the initiatives that you have to be present in your life, to be there in your life, and to do things that keep you grounded, to do things that keep you leveled and present. to do things that make you stay in the moment and to appreciate and love and live in your moment. And last one, the strength is just such a, that the resonancy of strength is huge in this. Keep holding on, forever stronger with every day that passes. Amen, Ashe. Okay, so we're going to go, I just bought this new deck. So we're going to ask the spirits, what do you have for the collective tip for the weekend of Valentine's Day? Okay. All right. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the King of Swords in reverse. We've got the Ten of Wands in reverse. We've got the Knight of Wands. We've got the Queen of Wands. We've got the King of Wands. Ooh, lots of great energy here. Princess of Wands. The Fool. We've got the Nine of Swords. Princess of Swords. Okay, what else do we have, spirits? Here we've got the Hierophant, Temperance, and Death, as well as the Three of Swords, Two of Swords, the Hanged Woman, Ace of Swords, the Hierophant, Temperance, and then Death. Okay, so the overall energy from this set is that the end result is bomb. The end result is everything that we have ever wanted in our lives. And, you know, it's a spread here that really does show that it really does give a really great analysis of what was and what will be. In terms of all this Wands energy here, I think this is really about the collective feminine and masculine taking control of their lives and also really being honest with themselves. In particular, we've got a lot of pain starting. You know, this is what we've been through. This is what has passed, but you know, death is coming, an end is coming, and the Hierophant will rise. No, the Hierophant's going to rise before, but soon after following, there will be an ending. There will be an ending, and there will be happiness for the collective. Okay, so what else do we got? What else do we got here? Oop, I'm gonna reshuffle that. I'm gonna reshuffle that. Okay, okay. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so with this reading, it's definitely not to say that in the end things are gonna all be perfect and honky-dory. However, that strength factor is going to help out a lot. That's gonna help us out a lot in the end, because there's going to be future things that are going to be coming up that are going to try and throw us off our course and to distract us, you know, all of the lower vibrational things and lower vibrational energies that come. But also coming during this period is a bout of creativity and abundance. Really just manifestation of everybody in the collective's wishes. We got 7 of Cups. We got this one, for me, signifies options. So this card is to clarify that in my intuitive reading, I believe that in this particular moment, this card means that there's options available and free will is still there. Free will is there always, but options are available to us. And creativity, because once you come into your true self, all of the things that are within you, deep within, that weren't able to be released before, are just going to explode, and you're going to be able to see things and behaviors from yourself that, sorry, the spirits just called me to this card. This card for me signifies the finish line. So you see how it's like a long, windy journey, and then it's got these like 2 lines at the end of the road. The end of the road is coming, guys. Whatever that means, whatever your abundance or your manifestation is this month, whether it's in your romance, whether it's with a job, whether it's with a hobby you find, or finding a new place, or even just like discovering myself, your own divinity, you know, the end of the line is very near. It's very near. And all of this that has been swallowing us whole, all of this stuff, low vibrational karmic releases and cleansing and clearings, it's all gonna be over very, very soon. It's really great, guys. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the Divine Feminine. So we're gonna focus on the Divine Feminine. Now, this is to say this is a general reading, so it's not supposed to resonate completely for everybody that watches it, because there will be a specific audience that I am meant to reach with this video. So yes, please be aware that when you're watching this video that it is a general reading, and that it is going to be a little bit off because of the fact that it isn't specifically tailored to you and your situation specifically. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead with the Divine Feminine palette, my favorite palette. For me, this resonates the most. Okay, all right, so we've got Aquilanda, the goddess of never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. So this card is in the reverse. I think sometimes it's very hard for us to accept that things happen because they're meant to. I think it's very hard for us to accept that even though things happen in order to get us to the places we want to be, we can't accept that sometimes where we're at sucks a little bit. But, you know, there's also that divine guidance within that's allowing us to transform what we're feeling into real high vibrational positive energy, and to really transform our pain. As it says, I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. And we've got the Rabia, the Queen of Saintly Women. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. Okay. So for the collective of the divine feminine right now, the divine feminines are really, really stepping into their power and owning who they are. And that's really great. It's really great to see that, because at the end of the day, you know, this all started with twin flames, but at the end of the day, this is all about our own personal journey. This is all about us coming into our own true selves as our own soul. We are our own soul, even though we share it with our twin, but we are our own individuals that have come here and have reincarnated into this life to perform whatever service it is that we are specifically meant to fulfill. So that's a really beautiful card. Okay, we've got Catherine Laborde, the patroness of miraculous healing. Yeah, this one's a given. I'm ready to heal. Yeah, I think that we've all learned our lessons so far. I think that we all have learned what we needed to learn. Now, it is important to know that full healing can never truly be done, because of the fact that once you get into union with your twin flame, that's when the real healing comes in, because then you're confronted again with the mirror reflection of yourself, of the stuff that they're meant to show you to help build you up. And you know, it's the beautiful thing. It's painful, but it's beautiful, because it's going to help us to make this world an even better place, and just really, really unite everybody in love. Okay, so moving on, we've got Meshig Labdran, the Diamond Heart Dakini. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. Yeah, this one's a really big one. For me, in my case, this is a really, really big one. Because, you know, it's never easy having to face ourselves. It's never easy having to really, truly face who we are, light and dark, good and bad. Because at the end of the day, you know, our fears lie so deeply as empaths, of that fear of disappointing other people, or reaching or failing to reach a certain expectation that they want to reach, but there's too much pressure that either they try too hard to do it or they don't do it at all. So, you know, kind of finding that inner balance. I've got a lot of Libra energy here. Yeah, finding that balance between good and bad is the key, really. Yes, this is another one. Strength. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. So this is all about owning how you feel and allowing it to be what it is, and not letting it stop you. You know, knowing that your pain is there, knowing that it happened and that it's never going to go away, but you have made it through the storm, and that you are strong enough now to live and handle and prosper at the same time, which is really, really big, guys. Okay, so we got Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. Yeah, this is, again, being called to divinity. This is really accepting your divinity, and really, really, really owning who you are, and accepting that, you know, you have everything that you need in this very present moment to get you farther in life. And I think that's a really beautiful card. Okay, so this card was in reverse. This card was in reverse. It's Khadijah, the mother of believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. So this could go both ways. Either the collective is broke, or they're struggling to find and connect with their souls. And I think it's very important that we remain patient with ourselves, because it isn't a process that happens overnight. It's a process that will take time. It's a process that will have its ups and downs, but you will get where you're going to go in the end. Okay, so now we're going to start to finish up this reading, and we are going to go into the work your lights. Yeah. Okay, so spirits, what do you have to tell us? Anything else that you have to tell us? Anything else that you have to tell us, spirits? Anything else that you need to tell us? Anything else? Okay. So I'm getting starseed vibes from this. It's almost like now is the moment that everything is right in front of you now. You know, with this card, it's really telling me that at this moment in time, we are there. You know, we are beginning our life purpose, and we are beginning our destiny. And, you know, it's time for us really to own our warrior selves and answer the call that our intuition is telling us to do. It's also very important for us to take care of ourselves, to nourish ourselves, to really, really make sure that we are resting, because there's a lot of depletings happening of negative and horrible energies and adding in of new ones. So whether you're aware of this or not, rest, mother yourself, be kind to yourself. You know, don't be so hard on yourself, because at the end of the day, you're doing the best that you can. And whatever the best is that you're doing today is the best that you're meant to be doing. And tomorrow is a new day. So yeah, this calls into this again. Answer the call. It's really all about doing what your soul is really telling you to do. You know, it could be the scariest thing on earth, but if your soul is telling you something, you have to listen, because it won't stop talking. It won't stop until you take action on it, and it will keep giving you the same lessons and the same things until you take that next step and be brave and bold in your vulnerability. Inner temple. Yeah. Really connects, guys. Stay connected. Because you know what? We've got really big hearts, and we've got really big capabilities of really using our devotion for the right things. And tuning into our heart and tuning into our soul will give us the answers that we need to do that. And guys, you know, everything is divinely guided. Everything is happening as according to plan. You know, there is nothing that could change or go wrong, because what's meant to happen is meant to happen. And, you know, this came up earlier, boundaries again. You know, it's really important to maintain these boundaries while you are going through this, because of the fact that your energy is very precious right now. It's very, very precious. And some emotions are too, the Big Sean song, some emotions are too taxing to keep paying out, which is so true. Because, you know, we've put so much energy into unnecessary things that cause us more grief and more stress and more problems, but we don't face ourselves first, because we can't face ourselves sometimes. It's hard. It's really hard to accept that there's more than meets the eye to every person. But it's all about having those boundaries and being patient with yourself, and truly being able to understand that everything will happen the way it's supposed to. You know? And this card really, really does call for, you know, just a reminder again. Where's the other card? Yeah. This here is basically saying that, you know, anything that you feel that you're called to do, but you really don't feel as though you are able to, you just really don't feel comfortable with it, or you don't understand how it's going to work, you can't understand why you have to do this or where it's going to take you, but girl, you're ready. Or guys, you're ready. You know, this is something your soul has been training for a very, 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 very long time. So just trust and believe in your process, because everything will happen exactly the way it's supposed to. Okay, so I think we're going to finish up this reading, guys. We're going to finish up the reading with some of the universe has my back cards. Okay, so what is some final parting messages that I can give to the collective? What are some messages that I can give to the collective? What are some messages for the collective spirits? What are some messages? Okay. All right. So, first card. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lenses of love. Really big, because fear and love, there's only two. You know, love is the only one there is. Everything else is an illusion. But in our world, we see fear and love. It's all about focusing on the fact that who you are now is not who you once were, and that you do have an inner light that you can focus on, that will show you what is meant for you, what is destined for you. And, you know, again, in tie with the ego and the shadow side, you know, it's all about loving that side of yourself and understanding that that is a part of you, and that you are created that certain way, because nobody here on this earth is perfect, and that it's all about surrendering to it and accepting it as it is, and not beating yourself up for being who you are and constantly calling yourself things that you're not. You know, when you think that you've surrendered, the universe is telling you to keep going, because there's more to discover, there's more to unfold. Energy flows where intention goes. So I'm telling you guys, if you want something bad enough, but you're not putting the right energy into getting it, then guys, you're not gonna get it. Okay? And this whole reading was beautiful. It was a really, 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 really beautiful reading, and I think that there's a lot of really beautiful, positive things coming in for the collective. I'm just extremely happy and extremely blessed that I'm able to have this opportunity to do this work for you guys, and to really share the voice that I've had, that I've felt I couldn't let out because I wouldn't be accepted. But now, you know, it's really, really about only looking for the highest good in all things.